I will try. Yeah, I was here in Congress as a social ideological coalition. Give me just 1 second of time. I will be back with you. Yes, here. Congress as social and ideological coalition. Okay. Now, I have already done with you the roots of extraordinary success of Congress, why Congress was so successful. Just the previous paragraph, I yesterday I defined you why Congress was successful. Then what my plan is, because very shortly next month, first part of the week, I think you are going to have UT1. So today, whatever I will do, I will give you some type of homework, and you have to do the homework. You have to do the homework. Then I will continue with 2 pages of for your homework. Then from tomorrow, I will skip those 2 pages. If any difficulty comes, you just tell me. You can talk to me later on also, right? And then I will try to complete this part of the sub chapter by tomorrow. This chapter will be completed by tomorrow. Right, so just 1 or 2 chapters. I have already sent the syllabus for UT1. Any difficulty, you can talk to me. Right. So just 1 or 2 from first book, 1 or 2 in the second book, because both these chapters have been completed. So Congress as social and ideological coalition. We have already studied the history of how Congress evolved from its origin. Origin कब हुआ था कांग्रेस का 1885 में, अंडरलाइन कीजिए 1885 में कांग्रेस का origin हुआ था as a pressure group, and Congress was a pressure group. Congress was not a political group. Let me tell you one thing. One is a political group. You have studied in ninth also. One is political group, one is pressure group. From pressure group, what to do? Pressure group used to put the pressure on the government. What things should it? What type of work should be done by the government in the benefit of the people? That is the pressure. Pressure डालती है, right? Chipko movement, right? Kisan Andolan, whatever is now. These are the pressure group जो गवर्नमेंट के ऊपर प्रेशर डालती है. सो ओके, सो 1885 में जब कांग्रेस का उत्थान हुआ था, when Congress was there in 1885, that as a pressure group for the newly educated professional commercial classes, newly educated professional and commercial classes, the people who were very educated, newly educated, newly appointed in maybe in the British government or commercial area, then commercial classes to the mass movement in 20th century. This laid the basis for its eventual transformation to mass political party and its subsequent demolition of the political system. So listen to me. I will translate. I will give you the meaning of every sentence so that it will be clear to you. First, कांग्रेस एक प्रेशर ग्रुप, तो धीरे 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 कांग्रेस बढ़ती चली गई. And from pressure group, it became a political group. When it became a political group, lots of people they joined Congress, Congress party, and they were very proud that they are from the Congress party. They are the part of the Congress party. Okay, thus the Congress party, thus the Congress began as a party dominated by English speakers. Now, what do you mean by this? In the Congress, lots of people were from very rich families. Very rich families. For example, Nehru, then Motilal Nehru, then other people. Right. The many people are there. They were from the very high rich people, high society. So they were English speaking. वो इंग्लिश में बातें करते थे. Upper caste, upper middle class, and urban elite. But with the very civil disobedience movement, it launched a social base widened. Slow and steadily, कांग्रेस ने धीरे 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 अपना वर्चस्व, अपनी प्रेजेंस बढ़ानी शुरू. Okay, Okay, it brought together diverse groups whose interests were often contradictory. Peasants and industrialists, urban dwellers and villagers, workers and owners, middle and lower upper class castes all found space in the Congress. Earlier, everyone found a space in Congress. पहले पहले क्या हुआ कि कांग्रेस को एक पार्टी के अंदर लोगों की जरूरत. So there was only one party who was fighting for the basically in the limelight. In the limelight, Congress was the party who was who was in ideological background, having some good ideologies, and whose leaders were in the limelight. Everybody knows every leader, right? And basically, these leaders were near to the common man, common people, common mass. So what happened then? Then lots of people they found the space in the Congress. बहुत सारे लोगों को हर एक वक्फा के लोग मतलब वक्फा के लोग मतलब बहुत सारे लोग जो कि अलग अलग दारो मदार से थे. कोई इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट था, कोई वर्कर था, राइट, कोई हाई कास्ट से था, कोई लो कास्ट से था, राइट, एंड कुछ अपर कास्ट से थे, कोई मिडिल क्लास से थे, कुछ मजदूर थे, कुछ इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट थे. Everybody found its space in the Congress, and Congress became a big party. Congress became a big party. In the Congress, gradually its leadership also expanded, और इसके leadership भी expand करता चला गया, and the upper caste and upper class professionals to agriculture based leaders. So जब leaders expand के कुछ लोग जैसे किसान थे, कुछ लोग जैसे इंडस्ट्री थे, कुछ लोग नेता थे, right, upper caste से भी. So those people also joined Congress, and Congress now by the time of independence, the Congress was transformed into a rainbow-like social coalition. What do you mean rainbow? Rainbow means इंद्रधनुष. कांग्रेस पार्टी के बहुत सारे रंग हो गए. 7 रंग तो 7-8 रंग उसके दिखाई देने लगे. It means Congress was a rainbow party. Everybody likes Congress. Everybody wants to join Congress. Everybody feels that he or she is a part of the Congress. And Congress was dominating everyone. Transformed to rainbow-like social and from every language. ये नहीं था कि only Hindi people or English people. From many uh, social class people, uh, downward class people from many other languages. They used to speak not Hindi nor English. They used to speak their own mother tongue from South, you could say. Right. Lots of people from South, lots of people from other North and other Western parts, they also joined Congress. So this was a Congress as a social ideological coalition. Many of these groups merged into the identity within the Congress. Very important. People, they merged the identity and they were feeling proud that they are the part of the Congress. Many of these groups merged their identity with the Congress. Very often, they did not and continue to exist within the Congress as groups and individuals holding different beliefs. They were from various, parts of the society. Like some were Hindu, some were English, from various religions also, from various languages also. They joined Congress. In this sense, the Congress was an ideological coalition as well. It accompanied by the revolutionary and fascist, conservative and radical, extremist and moderate and right, left, other shades of center. Look how beautiful sentences. कुछ लोग, they were from the Congress, they joined Congress. One were from the capitalists, they joined Congress. Another were the communists, they joined Congress. So in every walk of life, from every walk of life, they joined Congress. And there were numerous groups. There were numerous groups, and it had the Congress having lots of beautiful shapes. अलग अलग भिन्न भिन्न भाषाओं के लोग, भिन्न भिन्न जगहों के लोग, भिन्न भिन्न सिद्धांतों को मानने वाले लोग, they joined Congress. Okay, in pre-independence days, many organizations and parties with their own constitution and organizational structure were allowed to exist within the Congress. Congress allowed them. Congress allowed them to go with along with it. ऐसा नहीं है कि कांग्रेस was dominating. No, Congress was dominating as a party, but the people were joining together from various walks of life. So they feel proud of that. Some were from south, some were from north, some were from east, some were from west. Everybody joined Congress, and they were feeling proud they are the part of the Congress of society. So this was the Congress. Okay. Now my next topic is very important topic, very important topic, and that is called the Communist Party of India. There it is. Communist Party of India. In the early 90s, I will go ahead and rest of the, and say I will give you one is as a homework. Bharatiya Janasangh, I will try to give it to you, and if the time allows me, I will define it also. But as the 2 pages, I will give you homework as I used to do it. But now the exams are very near, so you have to be serious with your books. Okay. Now the Communist Party of India. In the early 1920s, communist groups emerged at different parts of India, taking inspiration from Bolshevik revolution in Russia. Yeah. Communist मैंने आपको पहले कहा था, Communist Party is basically from Russia. That is USSR, which was the earlier part, right? And advocating socialism. पहले मैंने कहा था ये सोसाइटी, ये सोशलिज्म मतलब सोसाइटी से सोसाइटी में रहने वाली इज्म को, it means that all type of resources that belong to society and that those resources should be equally distributed. In socialism, no one is from rich people, rich class, no one is from mediocre, no one is from average. That everyone is equal before a law. So socialism is ism, right? And from 1935, the communists worked mainly from within the fold of the Indian National Congress. पहले पहले तो जो कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी थी, इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस के साथ ही काम करते थे, दोनों मिलकर काम. They were both working together. Their ideas were maybe different, but they don't fight with each other. But slowly and steadily they parted off. A parting which took place in December 1941. I just told you, after some time they had a partition, and the partition took place in 1941. 1941, when the communists decided to support the British in the war against Nazi Germany. Nazi Germany, याद है ना? British, Hitler and all, Nazi Germany, right? And when the communists decided to support the British, the Communist Party ने Britishers को support किया. तब Second World War के अंदर किसके अगेंस्ट? Nazi Germany के अगेंस्ट. Unlike of their own Congress parties, the CPI had well-oiled party machinery decided cater of time of independence. However, independence raised different goals of the party. The basic question that troubled the party was the nature of Indian independence. Was India really free of war? Was freedom a sham? तो बेसिकली अब तो सुनो कि कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ने ये बात की कि बेसिकली वी आर इंडिपेंडेंट फ्रॉम ब्रिटिशर्स. बट कुछ कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ये सोचती कि क्या हम सचमुच आजाद हो चुके हैं? आर वी रियली इंडिपेंडेंट और सिंपल Britishers left us and they went away to the England. या सिर्फ ऐसा है और अदरवाइज कि हम we are still behaving like under the colonialism. क्या अभी भी हम गुलामों जैसा व्यवहार कर रहे हैं? क्या सचमुच हम आजाद हो चुके हैं? This was used to be discussed in the Communist Party. Soon after independence, the party thought that the transfer of power in 1947 was not true independence. और थोड़े दिन के बाद ही इंडिपेंडेंस के बाद कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ने सोचा कि पार्टी ने जो ब्रिटिशर्स ने जो आजाद कर दिया इंडिया India is independent in 1947, 15th of August. But it's not. It's a independence in paper. जैसे कागजों में independent है, ये British चले गए और they left India. But in real sense, in true sense, we are not independent. Right? Was not too independent and encouraged violent uprising in Telangana. They encouraged violence. CPI and let me tell you one thing very clearly. CPI ने तेलंगाना में violence को encourage किया. Means CPI encouraged violence in Telangana for the why? For the language, for the language part. When we say that India will be the Hindi language having, then Telangana started lots of lives of there was a lot of violence in Telangana. The communists failed to generate popular support for their position and were crushed by the armed force. But Communist Party को दबा दिया. It was crushed by the forces, armed forces. This forced them to rethink their position. और इसने क्या किया? कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी को लगा कि they should think about the position. What is their position after the independence of India? The Communist Party abandoned the path of violent revolution and decided to participate in approaching general election. Then what happened when they were crushed? When they were crushed, these party violence was crushed. Then Communist Party thought that they will not go for the uprising violently. Uprising जो है, revolution जो है, it will not be violent. Rather, what to do, because India was a democratic country, and in the democratic process, violence has no meaning. You should not go for the violence in democratic process. You want to come in the power, fight the election. So Communist Party thought that it will shun मतलब खत्म करना. It will shun the violence and it will fight the election. It will come into the electoral process. It will come back with the electoral process. The electoral process में वापस आएगी. चुनाव, electoral process, चुनाव. In the first general election, CPI won 16 seats. Right? In the first general election, CPI won 16 seats here and emerged as the largest opposition party. In democracy, there were two parties. One is ruling party, one is opposition party. So it came up as the opposition party. Who was the ruling party? Congress was the ruling party. The party's support was more concentrated in Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, Bihar, and Kerala. Now, I told you once also in some paragraph that Congress was dominating. Congress came up as a big party, home party, and it was having good majority. It was having good majority in Lok Sabha election. But in democracy, opposition is must. Opposition party should be there. Should be there. So CPI came up as an opposition party, largest opposition party, and it won 16 seats also. Right. The party support was more from concentrated and from where it won its reference from where the Communist Party won its gain, won the seat, कहाँ से इनको जीत मिली? That was Andhra Pradesh, number one, number two West Bengal, number three Bihar, Kerala. Right? Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, Bihar, Kerala. इन चार सीट में कांग्रेस की हार हुई and Communist Party of India की जीत. And really, let me tell you one thing. Those seats were not so small. They gave their presence as the opposition party. उन्होंने अपने presence बताया कि opposition party की ruling party को, look, आपका opposition के लिए हम खड़े हैं. Okay? So A.K. Gopalan, one. I'm giving you some name. It's written over here also in your book. Last paragraph. A.K. Gopalan. S.A. Dange, E.M.S. Namozipad, F.E.C. Joshi, Ajay Ghosh, P. Sundaraiah were among the notable leaders of CPI. They were the notable leaders, the best leaders of CPI. The party went through a major split in 1964. 1964 में सीपीआई के टुकड़े हुए. मेजर स्प्लिट, बहुत बड़ा टुकड़ा हुआ. राइट, दो दो सीपीआई दो हिस्सों में बट गई. Following the ideological drift between Soviet Union and China. You know, basically we have two major countries who are still supporting socialism or communism. One is Soviet Union. One now Soviet Union is not there. Russia or other communist countries are there. That is uh, Russia and all. Earlier it was Soviet Union. You can name down the Soviet Union also. Then another one is China. China is still there. You know that what is the economy of China, but the China supported the CPI with different ideology. China is not absolutely with the communism. It gave the room to the capitalism also. इन्होंने कैपिटलिज्म को भी रूम दिया ताकि कैपिटलिज्म भी आ सके. Capitalism is the पैसा. You know, basically, you know, with any house or anything, it cannot move without the money. You cannot eat money. You cannot directly eat money. आप डायरेक्ट खाना जो है खाने के रूप में आप पैसा नहीं खा सकते. You cannot eat money, but you cannot eat without money. और खाने पैसे के बिना आप खा भी नहीं सकते. पैसा नहीं खा सकते हो, पर पैसे के बिना आप खा भी. So China gave its room for the upliftment of its economy, that is capitalism. China said yes to the capitalism, but USSR said no to the capitalism. That's why USSR was disintegrated. USSR was disintegrated. Okay, so the party went through a major split in 1964 following the ideological rift between Soviet Union and China. The pro-Soviet faction remained the CPI, while the opponents termed the CPI-M. Both these parties continue to be the exist this day also. They were party के दो हिस्से हो गए, CPI and CPI-M. Communist Party of India, Communist Party Marxist. Right? So इस तरीके से this was the history of Communist Party of India. Then A.K. Gopalan should be named, right? It could be into the examination also. Who was A.K. Gopalan? Communist leader from Kerala, worked as Congress work initially. पहले Congress को join किया था. Joined the Communist Party in 1939. After the split in the Communist Party in 1964, joined the CPI-M and worked for strengthening the party. और CPI-M को ज्वाइन किया और फिर कांग्रेस पार्टी ने CPI-M को ज्वाइन किया 1964 में और CPI-M के लिए काम करते हैं. And worked for strengthening the party. Respected as a parliamentarian member of Parliament from 1952. 1952 में इनको पार्लियामेंट में सिलेक्ट हुए, पार्लियामेंट में इनकी एंट्री हुई और he was regarded as one of the best supporters of communism. तो ये आपका हुआ यहाँ तक. तो आप कौन क्या पढ़ेंगे? बेसिकली कहाँ से पढ़ के आएंगे? 2 पेजेस में आपको दे रहा हूँ. One is tolerance and management of factions. Tolerance and management of faction. What is the tolerance? Tolerance का मतलब होता है सहन करना. You have to be tolerant. Tolerant. Tolerance and management of factions. Then we have got the Bharatiya Janata. As I told you just now about the Communist Party of India. Now you have to do another part yourself as a homework. Homework as tolerance and management of factions और भारतीय जनता. मैनेजमेंट ऑफ एक्शन का मतलब होता है कि बेसिकली जो कांग्रेस पार्टी के अंदर बेसिकली जितने भी टूटने के कगार पे खड़े थे, कुछ लोग they want to go to the other party, they want to switch on the other party. So कांग्रेस ने उनको टॉलरेट किया और उनको समझाया बुझाया, टूटने से अपने आप को बचाया. राइट. So this was a Sovereign and भारतीय जनसंघ. भारतीय जनसंघ या पढ़ोगे और मैं आपको कल करूंगा emergence of opposition party. I will do with you emergence of opposition party. So I hope it will be over because I will again give you to finish up the pages, finish up the remaining pages by tomorrow. Whatever I will do tomorrow within 2 or 3 pages, whatever 2 or 3 topics, then you have to complete the chapter within two pages. So it's not a big deal, but you have to study very hard. Time is very tough these days. Time is very tough, and you should think about your future. Don't close your eyes. Don't think that closing your eyes will give you a lot of benefit and will give you safe passage. No, not at all. By closing your eyes, you cannot have a safe passage. Right? So give best to your studies. Use your time and see you tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. I will try to, if I contact you, I will contact with you. Any problem? Give me a few minutes time. Participants.